Okay, so if you've spent like any time at all trying to really get your head around English, maybe teaching it, learning it, or, just
Hmm.
using it daily, you've definitely bumped into phrasal verbs,
Yeah.
those tricky little two, sometimes three-word things that just seem to make no sense. But they're everywhere, right? Totally key for sounding natural.
They really are like little linguistic landmines sometimes.
And, well, that's exactly why we're doing this deep dive today.
Right.
We're digging into the main ideas from a specific analysis called Unpacking Confusing Phrasal Verbs. It's from episode 93 of the YouTube channel Learn and Success.
Okay.
And our mission isn't just about definitions. We want to get into why they're so confusing, like what's going on in our heads.
Yeah, understanding the why is crucial because when we talk about phrasal verbs, usually it's a main verb, and today we're looking at get, which is super common.
Incredibly common.
And then you stick what linguists call a particle on the end. Exactly, the particle. That's that small word, usually an adverb or preposition like up, over, or along, that attaches to the main verb get.
Mhm.
And the confusion kicks in because that combo, get plus the particle, creates a meaning that's often totally different from just adding the words together.
Right, it's not math.
Not at all. So we're going to tackle 3 really good examples today that show this perfectly. Get up, get over, and get along.
Okay, 3 classic troublemakers. Let's dive in then, starting with what seems like the easiest one.
Hmm.
Get up. I mean, sounds simple, get out of bed. Why is this one confusing?
Well, that's the thing, isn't even the ones that seem straightforward, like get up, they have these different personalities, you could say.
Hmm.
They shift depending on the context. So the listener has to kind of figure out what world we're in instantly. The literal meaning, standing up, getting out of bed, that's fine. I got up early. Simple enough.
Yeah, no problem there.
But then, almost immediately, the verb can jump from physical to something more abstract. And that particle up, it stops being just about direction and starts suggesting maybe intensity or even creation.
Okay, so give us an example. Where does up stop meaning, vertical movement?
Right. Think about organizing something. You might hear someone say they're getting up a petition
Oh,
or maybe getting up a report. It's got nothing to do with standing. It means to organize it, prepare it, put it together.
right.
So up there kind of implies bringing something into existence or readiness. It's a shift from just moving your body to like mental work or preparation.
That's a huge jump, though. If I know get means sort of obtain and up means direction,
Mm-hmm.
how do I organize a document from that? It doesn't really compute, does it?
It doesn't, not logically. And it gets even trickier because sometimes in that context, the particle can actually split from the verb.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, you can get up a petition or you can get a petition up. That you can separate them like that is another clue, really, that it's acting more like an adverb and it's super flexible, very dependent on the situation.
That's a good point about the flexibility, but you also mentioned something about the environment, didn't you? How get up can change there.
Yes, absolutely. We use it for things intensifying. Like if you're out sailing, maybe, and the wind starts picking up, you'd say, the wind is really getting up now.
Right, getting stronger.
Exactly. It means increasing in strength, not physically rising. So the up adds intensity. So just in get up, you've got direction, organization, and intensity. You, as a learner, have to basically memorize these 3 different scenarios.
So the particle, the up, is really doing the heavy lifting, adding a whole new meaning that kind of overwrites the basic get. It's less about what you're getting and more the state you end up in.
Precisely.
Okay, let's shift then. From the up direction to more of an obstacle idea with over. Get over. This one feels like it's often about challenges, physical, or maybe more often emotional.
Yeah, get over is a perfect example of that duality that trips learners up. Physically, it's straightforward enough. Can we get over this fence? We need to get over the hill, surmounting something physical.
Simple.
But, we mostly use it for recovery, don't we?
Yeah, if I said I needed to get over a problem, that problem could be almost anything, couldn't it?
Absolutely anything. Could be physical recovery, I'm still getting over the flu, easy. Or emotional. It took him ages to get over the breakup.
Uh-huh.
In both cases, the over suggests passing beyond like a bad state, finishing a cycle of healing or difficulty. But thinking about how over, which usually means going above something, applies to recovery. Well, that's a big mental leap for someone new to English.
And you need so much context. Is the thing you're getting over a 2-day cold? Or is it, a major life trauma? The phrase itself doesn't tell you.
Exactly. And the source material also mentions another twist, using it for dismissal.
Oh, yeah. Like how?
Like if someone's worrying too much about something small, you might tell them, oh, just get over it.
Right. Like stop dwelling on it.
Exactly. You're not telling them to recover from an illness. You're telling them to stop being concerned, forget about it, move on, dismiss it.
Hang on, though. What if I shout to my kid, get over here? That's using get over for movement again, isn't it?
Yeah.
Are we saying the recovery meaning and the movement meaning are actually connected, or are they just like two separate things that happen to look the same?
That's a really sharp point. And it does show the challenge, get over here, is definitely using the movement sense. You're right. It's often just a command, maybe missing some context that other phrasal verbs have.
Okay.
But when we talk about get over, meaning recovery, linguistically, the idea is that over is used idiomatically. It signifies finishing something difficult, crossing that period of trouble, even if it's not physical space.
Ah, I see.
And that jump from physical movement to this metaphorical completion, that's the tricky part for learners. You have to figure out which meaning family is being used.
It really demands you understand the whole situation, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Memorizing lists just won't cut it. You need the scenarios. Okay, let's bring in the social side, and maybe money too, with our last one. Get along.
Right. Get along. This one adds complexity because it operates in the world of relationships, but also kind of separately and just managing, surviving day to day.
So the main meaning, the first one people usually learn, is about relationships, right? Like, do the new colleagues get along? Am I asking if they like each other, work well together?
Exactly. That's the harmony meaning. The along part suggests moving smoothly together or with someone.
Makes sense.
But the confusion comes pretty quickly when you hear the second main meaning, just managing or coping, often financially or just with life's difficulties.
Okay. How does that work?
Well, if you ask someone, say a student, how are you getting along since the rent went up? You're not asking about their friendships.
No, you're asking if they're managing, right? Coping financially.
Precisely. How are you coping? How are you surviving? And that jump from talking about friendship to talking about financial survival with the exact same two words, that's quite a leap. The meaning of along shifts from in harmony with to something like making progress through difficulty.
That's a big shift. Wow.
And this links back to that structural complexity we touched on earlier. Sometimes there's a third word involved.
Oh, okay.
Get along, meaning cope or manage, often stands alone. How are you getting along? Simple. But to talk about relationships, we usually need that extra preposition, get along with someone.
Oh, the with.
Yeah, that little word with makes a big difference. It signals we're talking about the relationship meaning, the social harmony. Without the with, get along often defaults to that managing or coping meaning.
So that tiny grammatical change, adding with, completely redirects the meaning of the whole sentence. From coping internally to interacting externally.
It really does. And when you look at all three, get up, get over, get along, and trace them back to just get, it really shows that the particle, and sometimes that third word, is where the meaning gets made. They aren't just add-ons. They create completely new idiomatic meanings you just have to learn. So what's the big takeaway here for someone listening? What does the source material really emphasize?
I think the core thing is why they're confusing. Phrasal verbs mess with your brain because the meaning isn't just verb plus particle.
Right, you can't calculate it.
No, your brain tries. It tries to add get plus over based on what those words usually mean, but the actual meaning is, well, it's just what native speakers ended up using. It's kind of arbitrary.
So you need to change how you approach them. Instead of trying to figure them out piece by piece,
Exactly.
the source suggests you should train your ear to hear these combinations, get up, get over, as single blocks of meaning, like one unique word.
Yes, treat them as vocabulary items in themselves. And by understanding the way these three examples work, how they can be ambiguous, you get better tools, really, to tackle any new phrasal verb you meet. You stop trying to build the meaning yourself and start recognizing the meaning that's already there.
Well put.
Okay, so just to recap, we did a deep dive into three really common but confusing phrasal verbs. Get up, which can mean rising, but also organizing or intensifying.
Uh-huh.
Then get over, covering climbing over things, but also recovering from illness or emotions, and even just dismissing something.
Right.
Finally, get along, which deals with relationships, getting along with someone, but also just coping or managing, often financially.
Yeah, and notice we only focused on get, just that one base verb, and it's one of the biggest culprits because it's so fundamental in English, it combines with everything.
True.
So maybe a final thought for you to chew on, something to explore further. Think about other really common verbs like take or put. How many confusing families of phrasal verbs do they create?
Oh, loads. Take off.
Exactly. Take off. Does it mean an airplane leaving? Taking off a coat? Does it mean becoming successful suddenly? Stealing something? It's the same principle. That little particle changes everything.
Right.
Understanding that particle shift is really the key to unlocking all the other phrasal verbs you're going to encounter. It's a journey, really. The more you look, the more you find.